Bonjour mes amis, my name is Freya, and welcome back to the Ccsf 2023 Wolfling Run. You might notice that the Rare Plague button has been replaced with a bright, shiny, white, silvery... shiny button. This is a healing button now. I'm going to be taking the Rare Plague event, and I'm going to be absorbing it into the Plague event with different probabilities. I'm also going to be kind enough to use the healing button because Candleheart has that histamine A. Now, this is healing 3 Norns at random. I actually didn't know it would get Candleheart first. That was a tremendous stroke of luck. First things first, I want to kick things off with a relocate event. As you may be aware, you cannot use a move safe command on a Norn that is in a vehicle. It has stumped me for years. I don't know if one of you had a workaround, but I sure didn't. It would always tell me, move safe only works on autonomous agents. And then I wouldn't be able to, like, use any kind of relocate thing. But I found a workaround at long last. So we're going to do a simultaneous position and organ check, starting with Kiku, Sick Fruit Juice, Glomp, who is out of bounds, Scrungus, Pastry, Peachykeen, Daydream, Gravy Bean, Adeline, Wisteria, Candleheart, whose heart is dying like a candle, Crescendo, Circulation, and yeah, that's everyone. We are almost at the end, but I have yet more features that I want to add to this thing. Let me go ahead and show you what I've done. Pausing everyone first. I removed the old shift control click function for the quick events, because now you get additional settings. You see, on easy mode, wartime doesn't last very long by default. Yeah, not very long at all. You could make it even shorter. Or you could use that setting to offset how incredibly long it is on hard mode. Because the maximum length for it is right here. That takes a while to cool off. Playtime lets you select how many temp toys per Norn are created. So 3 versus 1. Haste is very similar to wartime, and in fact love time is as well. It's a duration-based slider. Feast regrettably does not have its options yet. I'm still working on that. Relocate now lets you select 1, 2, or 3 Norns, and relocate all actually controls the number of relocation points. Still working on the plague options. Love time, as I mentioned, is duration. The heat wave and cold snap options control the final temperature. From 6 to 8 to 10. Cold snap works in quite a similar way, but because these are supposed to be like balls of ice, I made them really slippery, so it might just roll off onto the... Dip, dip. Okay. From 2 to 1 to 0. Heal lets you select 1, 2, or 3 Norns to heal. Wisteria's fever toxin is coming back, so I might actually do that. Kiku, Daydream, and Scrungus. Dang, okay. Sorry, Wisteria, I tried. And the stinger options let you select 1, 2, or 3 stingers created per Norn. Everything still scales with difficulty, of course. But because it's stinger memory that scales with difficulty and not quantity, I wanted a way to control those separately. Same with Heat Wave and Cold Snap. It's the longevity of the fireballs and ice balls that is controlled by the difficulty, not the actual temperature itself. Let's relocate just 1 to give macrobacteria. Candleheart, no! Oh, well at least you didn't go very far. Although I'm not sure that's a good thing. Are my sound effects broken? I suppose they must be. Oh well. We'll live. Muscle toxin. I have no idea how severe that is. I am going to feed everyone, because I'm nice, and because I think everybody's keeling over. One more thing, I've also added the option to take events out of rotation. So for instance, haste. Haste was fun in the beginning as sort of a non-event, but now that we need things to move along, I can just click on that, and then when I click on the wheel or I use the auto mode, it will not actually give me any haste events. If I turn all of them off... You know, I don't want to take the time to do that. If I turn all of them off, it just won't let me spin the wheel, and you're gonna have to believe me on that. So I'm taking haste off. I'm taking off relocate all because I did that at the beginning. I am making sure the stingers is set to 1. Okay. And I have not forgotten about this button here. I actually gave it its function and then took it away because I changed my mind about it. It is still going to have a function, but not the function that I originally intended for it because that got condensed into this smaller panel here. Let's go ahead and spin. Ah, another feast. Let me tell you though, the ability to opt out of certain events took some weird math. And I am in fact going to give a nice long love time event to give everybody... Oh, I forgot the Kellogg switch. I've got it set so that if you try to do love time with the Kellogg switch turned on, it will give you playtime instead. I want to give everybody as much of an opportunity to catch up as possible. Crescendo is pregnant. Ooh. Now this is gonna really depend on who the father is. Ooh. Candleheart's macrobacteria is spreading. I don't actually know how the macrobacteria works, so I don't know if that will grow into more cages, or if that would have had to land on a Norn. Either way, it seems Crescendo, Glomp, and Sick Fruit Juice all somehow managed to avoid it. Crescendo has laid her egg. I'm going to set the difficulty up to hard, which does bias the probabilities toward the negative events. That was also weird math. And I'm gonna spin again. Playtime. Difficulty setting trying to prove me wrong. I promise it works. I've tested it thoroughly. Peachy Keen traversing the ocean. Man, Adeline's skin is just barely hanging in there. Candleheart's muscles are still deteriorating, even though I don't see any muscle toxin in her system, although her heart is very slowly recovering, I think. Gonna do another. Ah, stingers. It's okay, it's set to 1. Only 1 stinger created per Norn. Adeline has fever toxin. Where is Adeline? There's Adeline. And she's sweating. Ah, Candleheart's muscle toxin just jumped up. Ooh, Adeline taking a lot of damage. Oh, not anymore. Less damage. Think her skin finally kicked it. Peachy Keen is hungry for fat. There's really no fatty foods around. It's really just fruit in this area, huh? How did all of you make it back there? Ooh, Daydream got the Get an Ace. Where is Daydream? Over here. And Wisteria also has Get an Ace. Sick Fruit Juice has Get an Ace. Sick Fruit Juice is holding the stinger that is stinging him. My guy, you are winning! Why are you doing this? You could, like, hit it? Or push it? Oh, maybe you are pushing it. He said push pest. Yeah, I bet you're very hurt. Sick Fruit Juice. This is not a wise decision on your part. But he's only in pain and does not seem to have Get an Ace, which is odd. Glomp is just fine. Glomp is Glomp. Scrungus has Get an Ace. Daydream's got Get an Ace, but I think she has gotten away from her stinger. Gravy Bean's got it. Adeline's got it, but I'm not sure what she's doing. Eat Toy. I completely forgot to download Snap Out of it. 1 second. Oh wait, do I already have it? Oh, I do. Now what are you doing? Voltoy. Heck. So I hit love time and then canceled it again to try and reset all of the urges. And got 3 pregnancies out of it. Peachy Keen, and Gravy Bean. So Peachy Keen's got twins and Gravy Bean is pregnant. Giving Sick Fruit Juice a run for his money. I suppose it depends on whether the eggs come first or the Get-an-Ace just takes over. Ah, we got 1 egg from Peachy Keen. Egg from Gravy Bean. Adeline is dehydrating. What are you up to? Eat weed. I mean, I think that's bad decision making, but I would also argue it's probably a valid action that I can't unstick you from. Eat toy. Are you okay? Got the 2nd egg from Peachy Keen. Daydream has died. Low temperature, low energy. Commiserations to Dream Norn. For Daydream with a final score of 92 points. Dang, I was really rooting for Daydream. Peachy Keen's Get-an-Ace has reached a peak. It's at 99. 100. She's not in good shape. But, you know, I guess the event is still fair, because not everyone was affected. I mean, Glomp was fine, you know? And the last time the Stinger event took out a lot of Norns, Crescendo killed a lot of Stingers. So they obviously do have, you know, some ability to take care of the issue themselves. I'm gonna do another random one. Love time. Okay. Candleheart is pregnant. Wisteria is... How is Wisteria pregnant? Wisteria? You have no uterus! How did you pull that off? I'm impressed! Adeline is hungry. And is trying to get Etten home. I really don't think that Unstucker worked. Okay, alright. Feeding them worked. Got Candleheart's egg. Circulation has died. My commiserations to Bone. Low temperature, low energy, liver failure. Final score of 73. Dang, with the name Circulation, I was really hoping that he would, like, have a heart attack. Which sounds terrible out of context. Kiku has died. Those Stingers, man, they are brutal. Low temperature, low energy. Commiserations to Rasky for Kiku with a score of 78. I am going to do a random heal. Wisteria. Crescendo. And Peachy Keen. Wisteria's pregnancy is really not showing. And I think that's because her uterus is dead. I think she cannot, like, carry her egg to term. So she may be stuck like that. Candleheart is unfortunately still afflicted. Muscles at 0% and falling. I don't know what happens if the muscles go. One more random. Relocate Scrungus. Over there. Ah, I've lost my macrobacteria. Where is it? That's alright. Just grab some from over here. Sorry, Scrungus. I believe I started this episode with 12 Norns? Oh, how can you tell me you love me when I just infected you with macrobacteria? Way to pull at my heartstrings, Scrungus. Gosh. Oh, somebody in the comment section asked why I don't just put this thing on auto and wait for the events rather than triggering them manually. And I have a couple of reasons for this. One, when it's on auto, I don't necessarily always notice when an event happens. My attention span is not good. Second of all, I am incredibly impatient. So if I were to sit around waiting for an event to happen, I would simply just not. You cannot tell me not to press a button. Candleheart's muscles are gone, but she's still moving. A very impressive feat of science. Wisteria's pregnancy is definitely stuck. I would help her with it, but I feel like that would be overstepping. Just one more event before I call it. Cold snap. Not good for those who were badly affected by the Get-an-Ace. Oh, someone died. Who died? Ah, Peachy Keen has died! our greatest contender to dethrone Sick Fruit Juice. But we might have enough eggs from her to actually push her into a post-mortem lead. Oh, I think Gravy Bean's Yep, Gravy Bean has died. The both of them, low temperature, low energy. Commiserations to both Starry Skydancer and Linda. Peachy Keen with a score of 123, and Gravy Bean with 103. But that might go up after we hatch those eggs. Wisteria surprisingly still holding on. And these very unhealthy looking Norns, huddled around the macrobacteria, are actually okay. Alright, calling it here. Pausing everyone. 5 points each to Crescendo and Glomp for Banandrew Wesry. 5 points each to Peachy Keen and Circulation for PD Hogwash. 5 points each to Gravy Bean and Scrungus for Flopple Smorin. 5 points each to Peachy Keen and Circulation for FIFA Shades McGee. Last egg. 5 points each to Candleheart and Crescendo for Ticker Bumblethwart. In a tie for first place, we have Sick Fruit Juice and the late Peachy Keen with 133 points. It looks like this will not be enough to dethrone him. Tied for second, Candleheart and the late Gravy Bean with 108 points. Tied for third, the late Hornet and Scrungus with 103 points. Following them, Wisteria, Glomp, Daydream, Flitterbudget, Adeline, Crescendo, and then all of the dead. Thank you to everyone who reached out with regard to ideas that you had for the Wolfling tool. I'm going to incorporate as many of them as I can. Keep in mind there's going to be 2 sets of settings panels, the ones that are event specific, like this, and the ones that are more general that are going to pop up when you click that silver button here. But that's going to do it for this video, so thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!